Hey guys, Heather Hooker here from thefitmomtribe.com. I am also Heather Hooker Keto on YouTube and on Instagram. So if you're looking for more tips and tricks, how to cut carbs, learn more about how the keto diet might help you, check me out at any of those places. As you are tuning in, will you just let me know if there is a little red box right here that says live, will you drop a 1 below? If there is no red box right here, will you drop a 2 below? That just helps me to know what the Facebook algorithm is doing. It also helps me to feel like I'm not in my kitchen by myself talking to myself, which I technically am. So it makes me feel less alone for you to just comment below. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you are new here, comment new below. Welcome to the tribe. I try to share tips and tricks, recipes, things that will help you feel better in your skin. So that's really been my mission for the last 5 years. I've helped tons of women, feel better in their skin, lose weight, eat healthier, make healthier choices, just believe in themselves after my own personal 60-pound transformation. So I know for a fact that you have the power to change your own life. So that's what I try to share every day on this page. So, okay, let's get to it. I have a flight to catch and I should probably be on my way to the airport right now instead of making this video. So it's going to be short, but I just wanted to share what I found yesterday at Costco. I actually found some brand new things there that I'm really excited about. These are some travel snacks that I am going to be packing in my luggage. I'm going to be out of town for the weekend, and so this is a way for me to make sure that I always have a good option. I don't know about you guys, but if I put myself in a position where I'm super hungry, I will have a tendency to make bad choices, right? So if you let yourself get to the point where you're hangry and you just want to eat anything, then it's much easier to reach for something that is maybe not going to get you closer to your goals. So making sure that I always travel with snacks helps me make better choices. All right, let's go through this real quick. I also, if you saw my post yesterday, I posted and asked people to comment and guess my Costco total. So I'm gonna reveal that at the end of this video. All right, let's get to it. So number 1, macadamia nuts. These are Kirkland brand. This is one of our favorite things. The Kirkland brand macadamia nuts are the best. These alone are worth getting a Costco membership if you don't have one. Sometimes you can find these. They're not always there. Sometimes they sell out because they are that good. They don't taste like, I didn't even know that I liked macadamia nuts, basically. Like growing up, this is not something that I ate. I have bought the Moana Loa ones in the small can in the grocery store on the occasions that I haven't been able to find these, and they're just not the same. These are delicious. They're so good. They're like creamy. The macros for these are so good. So 1 ounce of macadamia nuts has 2 net carbs. So it's 4 grams total carbs minus fiber, which is 2 grams. So this is 2 net carbs for these. And the 24 grams of fat, so they're perfect for keto. That fat, don't be afraid of that, okay? That fat is just gonna help fill you up and keep you full for longer, all right? So these are good. And then they have not very much protein, a little bit of protein. All right, so number 2, this is actually something that is new to me. I have never seen this before. So this is singles of the Palmetto pimento cheese. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but I am Southern. I grew up in the South. I still live in the South. I love it here. This is something that I grew up eating, is pimento cheese. But this pimento cheese is the good stuff, okay? You can tell that it's like freshly ground. It's delicious, and I love that it comes in these little single servings because this is a great snack if you have some celery, or maybe zucchini would even be good with this. I would probably just do celery in this, and that would be a good snack. And you could even put a little bit of hot sauce on this on top, just a few drops, to give it like a little spicy flavor. But I love these. Oh, peppers. Oh, this would be so good on peppers. So slice up some peppers, slice up some celery. Make sure that the carbs that you are getting are coming from good sources, okay? So don't be afraid of carbs, but your carbs should really come from vegetables. If you are on a weight loss journey, you're trying to really make some progress in the right direction, that's really where you should get your carbs. All right, so next is this, and this is also new. I have never seen this at Costco before. It's actually called Keto Snack Mix, which is crazy because when I started doing keto 2.5 years ago, there was nothing in a grocery store that said keto. There were no books or magazines in the bookstore that said keto. So every time I see something new that is marketed towards the keto diet, I get excited because it makes me feel like it's catching on and people are realizing just how bad sugar is for you. So I'm excited to try this. This is gonna go straight in my luggage. And it has macadamia nuts, pecans, pepitas, which is just pumpkin seeds, almonds, and probiotic cheese balls. It has 1 gram of sugar, 7 grams of protein, 15 grams of fat. And you can see right there, it's just sort of like a trail mix is what it looks like. So it's so good for traveling, okay? Next, I've got these. Okay, whoop, that's upside down. So these are just these little individual servings of protein powder. Not protein powder, it's a protein shake. And these are really good if you're trying to cut carbs. You can add this into your coffee. This if you're busy and you're traveling and you're on the road, sometimes this is a really good option just for breakfast. Just grab this, keep it moving. I'm probably gonna drink one of these right now for lunch just because protein is really filling. These have 2 net carbs per serving, okay? So this is a pre-made. I buy these for my kids a lot too, actually, because my kids don't really like to eat breakfast. So sometimes, I just want them to get a little bit extra. Instead of just drinking a glass of milk, I'll give them one of these. So these are good. These are good for traveling. They travel well in these little Tetra packs. And like I said before, you can also order an iced coffee from somewhere like Starbucks, pull this out of there. This is probably what I'm about to do in the airport. I'll order a venti iced coffee from Starbucks. I'll drink a little bit of that and then I'll pour this into it, okay? So now I've got my protein and I'm gonna be like re-energized, ready to go for when my plane lands. And I'll probably take a couple of these for breakfast tomorrow and Sunday. So that's a good option. I have heard people talk about how they're afraid that they're gonna go over on their protein. For me personally, I have the opposite problem. So it's very, very easy for me to not get enough protein in a day. If you feel like you are going to get too much protein and you're worried that it's going to turn into glucose in your body, I would say that an easy resolution for that is just to start tracking your meals in an app like Carb Manager. And I have a tutorial on how to set up Carb Manager so that you can start tracking your macros. You can set your macros and track your macros through that app, and that tutorial is on my YouTube channel. Okay, so we've got those. I also have some pistachios. Nuts are a really good snack. So if you're trying to cut carbs, if you're trying to go keto, you're not sure what snacks are, nuts are a good snack because they are filling. They are very portable. You could keep this in the dash of your car, okay? This is not gonna go bad. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. So keep this in your dash or in your middle console. And then whenever you get hungry, instead of whipping through Wendy's and ordering some French fries, you can grab a handful of these, fat, the calories in a small portion is gonna fill you up and help you get to your next meal. All right, last thing is the Kirkland brand protein bars. So this one is chocolate, peanut butter chunk, and cookies and cream. And actually, I think I meant to get the other ones. I think I don't like these as much. But the Kirkland brand protein bars are the lowest net carb protein bar that I have been able to find, period. There are some flavors that I like better than others. And I have noticed over the past year and a half that sometimes they swap out flavors. So sometimes you'll go into Costco and they'll have one option with 2 flavors. And then the next time you go, they'll have one option with 2 different flavors. So I can't remember if I've tried the cookies and cream, but it looks like it used to be called cookie dough. That's what it looks like to me. So anyway, these are definitely something that you want to avoid on a daily basis. I would not recommend that you eat these protein bars every single day if your goal is weight loss, because here's why. There's 23 grams of carbs in one protein bar, okay? So if you think about volume and what you're eating in a day, the more volume that you can eat if your goal is weight loss, the more full you're going to feel. So these bars are like not very big. They're about this big, okay? So you're gonna get 23 grams of carbs just in this little few bites. So I would say stay away from that on a daily basis. Like I said before, this is for travel. This is for good, better, best option, right? So is it better for me to eat one of these while I'm in a hotel room, or is it better for me to order, a burger and fries for room service? Probably these in that scenario. It does have 15 grams of dietary fiber and it has 4 grams of erythritol. So if you add those together, that's 19 grams that we're gonna subtract from the 23. So these have 4 net carbs per bar. But I'm just going to tell you, I'm just going to let you know that if you're overdoing it on these net carbs and you're not seeing the results that you want, it's because of that. That's what's holding you back. So you need to make sure that you're eating lots of whole, real foods if your goal is weight loss. So that's it. Oh my God, it's 1 o'clock. I really have to go. I have to get to the airport so I don't miss my flight. So follow along on YouTube, on Instagram. I'm going to be sharing little bits and pieces of my trip. It's going to be super fun. I'm excited to see all my friends. And here's my total for my Costco trip last night. $256.73. And this is not all I got. I got doubles of most of this stuff, and then I also got some snacks for the kids. So that's the deal. I can't walk into Costco without spending at least $200. I've tried. It's the same with Target. I can't go in Target without spending at least $200. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and like I said, stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing fun things. I know for a fact that we have some announcements coming out, some things that are going to help you reach your goals faster, and I'm excited about those. I'm excited to share those with you. So that's all. I will talk to you soon.